It's showtime.
Hey, welcome to the Compassionate Haters Survivor Podcast, the only Survivor podcast for compassionate haters. My name's Jake Scheidel. Each week I ask my best friend Thomas Powell if he did indeed watch a certain reality show. Hey, Thomas, how you going today?
Hey, a long time ago and in a galaxy far, far away, we started this show. So I just want to extend a hearty May the 2nd be with you.
Oh, of course, because it's May, Star Wars week. I'm really excited about Star Wars week.
We got May Day yesterday. We're getting May the 4th, and then we're getting Cinco de
Mayo. Mayday, it's Star Wars week.
I almost did that. I was torn between, because it's not on either of those days. Am I going to open with a little May Day thing, or is it going to be May the 4th thing? And I think the listeners are probably going to be pretty happy with how it turned out.
I think the listeners are going to be pretty pleased when you announce it's May 2nd.
This one.
They're going to be listening to this. They say, May 2nd, I thought today was the 3rd.
But that's not what the great comedy subverts your expectations.
That's exactly what I'm always saying. We're kind of the Abbott and Costello of the Survivor world.
And also, horror movies are kind of like comedies in a way. Because it's about, surprising you.
Did you hear about this new app that has horror movies that will warn you about jump scares?
Why the fuck would you... Why are you watching horror movies?
They're calling it the Quibi of horror movies.
That's so funny. There should be needs to be a content warning that there are jump scares in this.
Yeah. There should be a content warning when I get a jump scare like a Mr. Beast on my TV screen.
Oh my, yeah, when Mr. Beast's rictus grin shows up.
Did you watch Survivor 50 in the hands of Mr. Beast last night?
I did. It's funny because did he say anything when he came out the first time? I know I'm skipping ahead here. I feel like
he said, I brought a briefcase.
He did. Yeah, I was going to say, it felt like he was haunting the show because he just disappeared too.
I think, well, supposedly they heard the feedback that we all hated the Zach Brown episode much. And they're like, all right, let's pull it back a little bit.
We're not doing that again. And you know what? I appreciated it.
Fair enough.
It made this much more bearable than I thought it would be.
Absolutely. This week's episode was called A Side Dish of Chaos. I think that's fine as an episode title, but it is 2 or 3 episodes already this season that are quotes from Jeff, which
that's who this season is about.
That's a good point. He is a fan of the show. He's a fan of the show. He's one of the hands of the fans. Okay. Yeah. At camp, Ozzy was proud of himself for his social skills this time around. I'm happy for Ozzy. How far do you think he's going to make it?
I think he's going to make it pretty far based off of how things are going.
He, the only thing he could do to better his odds, or his standing, I should say. Good point. He would have to win the game because the best he's ever done is second place. I've been thinking about that a lot this week because with the Toronto International Film Festival, she said, I got voted out day 19 my first time, so I'm happy to make it through this week. So she's only going to improve. Ozzy, the only improvement he can have is to win. Same with Joe and...
True of him and a lot of people. Aubrey,
yeah. Who else? Others.
Yeah, others.
Sari could take second place or win, and she would be improving either way.
Mm-hmm.
We don't consider the traitors.
Because she's never been to Final Tribal, so...
That's right.
For totally normal reasons.
Emily's said she'd never been on the wrong side of the vote and then apologizes to Ozzy for targeting him. Sure. Ozzy loves Emily back again, right?
It didn't seem like it. It seemed...
Yeah.
Seemed like that might be Dunzo.
I said Ozzy when I meant to say Emily, and then I was trying to figure out a way to transition the conversation back to Emily, and that's just kind of what fell out of my mouth. So my apologies for that. They are not in love. They are not Romeo and Juliet. They are not Figtails. They are Emily and Ozzy, two good players on Survivor 50 in the hands of the fans. I think that covers it, right?
Yeah, I think that's That about does it. That'll do it.
Devins is sad that Christian is gone. He says they were like Spock and Captain Kirk. Remember? You mentioned Star Wars Week earlier.
Yeah. You know what? I'll take a Star Trek reference. It's fine.
And
Although I
remember
will say
Q?
I don't really care that much about the original series, but I don't know, that's fine. I'm a next gen guy or a Deep Space
Sure.
Nine guy.
I've mentioned how I recently started rewatching The Next Generation all the way through, ever since Q's gotten voted out, and I was talking to my dad about it when he was in town recently, and he goes, "So which ones have you seen?" I go, "Oh, I'm like 2 or 3 episodes into The Next Generation first season." He goes, "No, no, no. I meant which Star Trek shows have you seen?" What? That's not what we were talking about, but I've seen a few episodes of all of them. I'm a fucking nerd. What are you talking about, Dad? So, do you have any conversations you've had with your dad recently that were funny like that?
Wow, you're really putting me on the spot here. I don't know. I had like a weird text exchange with my dad where he was like, "Oops, sorry," and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he was like, "Oh, I accidentally called you," and I didn't even have a missed call. So I was like, "Okay, well, you bugged me
Love
more
when
by
that
doing
happens.
this."
That's so funny.
No, my classic thing with my dad is that he loves to just text me my name with a period sometimes, and every successive time I'm like, I know that this is not going to be anything important, but like one time this is going to be something important. And every time it's always just like, who is this guy? Do you remember that? But it's always like, you'd think it'd be urgent or like he's like mad
Yeah,
at
that's
me or something,
horrifying.
or he's mad at me. Yeah, like I did something. What did I do?
Yeah.
It's like, no, he just he didn't remember who played second base for the Tigers in 2015 or
Absolutely.
something. Who's the guy they got from Texas? Oh, Ian Kinsler. Okay.
Yeah. Speaking of dads, Devin's is Survivor's dad, and he's excited to play his own game and cause chaos now. We love this, right?
I mean, whatever.
Sure. Aubrey compares the game of Survivor to a game of chess. This was a decent enough analogy, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's like we always say it's like chess on sand.
It is like chess on sand. I agree. This is
Chess on the sands
definitely
of
a Rod
Fiji.
Allen situation.
Man, if we can get Rod Allen on a season of Survivor, could we do Survivor sports
Oh, that'd
broadcasters?
be so good.
That'd be so fun. Devins tells them about the fake idol that he and Christian planted. What was the plan here, man? Like, I don't, I don't know that Devins ever has like a second step to his
No, I
plans.
think he probably was just sick of having to keep the ruse up and he was afraid people were going to catch on. So I think he's like playing possum right now, which, honestly, with the way this episode went, seemed to work out okay for him.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that's what you got to do. It's like what Coach said. Sometimes the best strategy is to do nothing at all. From
Yeah.
famous businessman
According to
Nietzsche.
business.
Man, remember when Coach was on this season?
Oh, it was fun, wasn't it?
It was fun. Yod's Coach. Devins tells them, oh, we already talked about that. Joe is exhausted by Devins' lies and deception. Por qué? It's
I just
the
like
game
that
of
they're just
Survivor.
like two people that don't fuck with each other. Like they
It's
just
so
do
good.
not, they are just not wired. Like sometimes people are just not going to get along. And I do enjoy that they are rivals.
Yeah. They're like oil and water.
Yeah.
And speaking of liquids,
Popping bottles in the ice like a blizzard.
Oh, okay.
I got a new drink over here.
Uh-huh.
It says on the can, 0 sugar. So that's a strong start.
Yep.
Oh, did we say this is bottle check? I don't know
This
if
is
we
bottle check.
said that out loud. Vibrant Energy. Was that the bottle check song?
Yeah.
Okay. The would you rather have the brand name or the flavor name first? Because they're both top tier.
Let's get the brand name.
The brand name is FLRT.
Flirt.
Sure. And the flavor is Sunset Squeeze.
Huh?
And then there's like a little drawing of a flower on it. Let's see. What have you got over there?
I'm drinking a watermelon Gator Light right now.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
The Sunset Squeeze Flirt. Pretty good.
Flirt. I'm a flirt. They should have R. Kelly do the do the promotion for them.
Maybe not. I think he's a
Why
little
not?
busy.
Why?
Here's my review of Flirt Sunset Squeeze. Pretty flavorful, pretty tasty. A little too syrupy for my taste, though.
Sure.
I'll still finish it, though. But if my throat gets groggy, it's Flirt's fault.
It is Flirt's fault. I'm always saying that.
Okay, the auction's back, so that's exciting.
The auction is back. I was happy to see that.
We had Jeff lay out the rules, and it's basically just a classic Survivor auction, but he presents it like it's new. Except for this one thing. It's either comfort or chaos, or both. And then no one reacted. So he said, to say it another way, good or not so good, or a combination of both.
You know that it really goes well when you have to be like, that means that it's good. Or maybe not.
Oh, okay. So fries and onion rings go to Devon's for $160. Ooh, this is a fun way to go through it. Would you rather have fries and onion rings or a milkshake? Which Emily got for $100.
In that situation, I think I would rather have fries and onion rings. I think I would
Agreed.
have. I would have had a concern much earlier about what that milkshake was going to do to me than Emily did.
Yeah. Would you rather have fries and onion rings or the snack tray of crackers and veggies that Jonathan got for $80?
I think it probably would be good to have that, but I don't know that I would want it that badly. But the hummus, the thing is, they couldn't see that there was hummus in there either. I think if I saw the hummus, I would have been like, oh yeah, let's do this.
That's fair. Hummus is so good.
Also, I mean, I think he got it for $60. I would have been 80. Like
80. He paid $80, I think.
Okay.
And with prices these days,
I know. That's just like
basically
going to the
normal.
grocery store right now.
I would probably go with the snack tray, to be honest. Fries and onion rings are really good for like 3 minutes, and then
Oh yeah, you're gonna be feeling that for the rest of the time. But man, it would be great.
Snack tray of crackers and veggies. I'm gonna munch on that for a while.
Yeah, you're getting a little protein with that with the hummus too. Like yeah.
I did really appreciate Jonathan turning around and showing everybody, going, guys, look at this.
Yeah, Aubrey wanted that hummus.
Okay, so snack tray or the $280 cookies and milk that Aubrey got to get and share with Rizgod after eating 2 grubs.
I think the experience of eating the grubs would be, that's money can't buy that.
That's a good point, but would you want to buy that?
No, I think I would want the veggie tray over the cookies and milk.
Yeah. What if one of the dishes in the snack tray was actually like bugs or whatever, and they just didn't tell you?
Oh, that'd be like something, wouldn't it?
Scoop it up thinking it's guacamole or something, and you're like, ew, gross, bugs.
No, that's not guacamole, that's bugs.
Sari gets a blanket for $180. This one, like, for real, with prices these days, there are $180 blankets, I'm pretty sure.
With the price of beef going through the fucking roof.
Man. Stephanie gets a grilled cheese. I'm still sticking with those crackers and veggies. That grilled cheese looked busted.
Yeah,
so
that grilled
small.
cheese didn't look that good. The tiny PB&J also didn't look that good.
Toothpaste, yeah, the toothpaste was fine. $20 for toothpaste is fine. Jonathan shares with Ozzy a fall on the sword comfort item of fried chicken and potatoes, but first must eat a sea slug.
Which also, he did not, I was going to say, I think only Ozzy got that. I don't think that Jonathan, I think Jonathan was purely doing him a solid by eating the sea slug.
And then everybody chanted for Jonathan. Total package. Total package.
He is kind of the Lex Luthor, or it's not Lex Luthor, Lex Luger of Survivor.
Yeah. That'll be the poll this week. Is Jonathan more like Lex Luger or Lex Luthor?
You know what? That's 100% great. We are not going to remember that, but that's a great call on
your part.
Write
down LLLL.
TP, LLTP, total package.
Suri gets a charcuterie board for $2.80. Now this is where we go.
Yeah.
Crackers and veggies or crackers and cheese and meats?
Oh, crackers and
With the
cheese and meats.
charcuterie.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I'd be going for
Yeah.
that charcut.
You know when everybody was talking about girl dinner or whatever a few years
Yeah.
ago, and they're like, it's charcuterie. I felt
That's-
left out because like that sounded nice.
That's also like men do that. What
Yeah,
are we
exactly.
talking about here? The idea that
Girl-
girl dinner is like the classic thing of like something that everybody does where it's like, I'm just going to snack on a few things for dinner. And it's like, this is like a just ladies thing.
Here's the thing, girls, listen. Any dinner you eat
Let us
is girl
explain
dinner if
something
you're a
to you.
girl.
Let me explain something
Thank
to you.
you. Thank you. So Suri gets the charcuterie board. Jealous of Suri, as always. Rizzo gets something, didn't write it down in time. Ozzy gets an entire cake. And Suri takes a vomit break. Ooh, that rhymed. That was
What are you
fun.
going to do with an entire cake on Survivor? That's the thing.
Stick your entire face in it, obviously. What's that Rihanna song?
Where?
Not that
Are you talking
one.
about that one?
Cake. The one that's called Cake, and it's like a minute and a half long. My wife told me she didn't find Rihanna attractive at any point growing up. And I was like, that's weird,
Interesting.
because that was her whole thing.
I think Rihanna's attractive. She's not like top of my list, but she's very obviously attractive. Controversial
yeah,
opinion. Rihanna attractive.
I wouldn't, I don't know where I'd put her on a list. I don't look at women like that. I look at women who don't understand
You only rank
food.
mid-2000s bands.
That's right. And if a women led one, I think I'd put them in the top 8. Karen O.
Yeah.
End of list. Meg White. She sang on one song.
Yeah. They should have Meg White on this show, not Mike White.
What about Survivor All Whites? Nope.
Hold on.
Jeff gives them an opportunity to buy either the biggest comfort or the most chaos. And it's letters from home, and they just all pay $20 for it. Oh, we skipped over the Aubrey getting mac and cheese part.
Oh yeah, that was the part where all the parents were like, "I love my kids.
I love
was
my
like,
kids so
That's
much.
nice."
Here's my hot take. They should have just foregone the paying the $20 for it moment.
Yeah.
Jeff should have been like, hey, speaking of your kids, Aubrey, do you want to deliver everyone's letters from home to them since you love your child and his mac
Also,
and cheese so much?
what if they had said no? This is the thing. Would they have just not had Mr. Beast on?
Oh, can you imagine?
They
That would have been so funny.
They were like, do you think that Jeff would have been like, all right, I will, if you take this, for $10 each. Like he would have done something to like bid them down or something, right? Like there's no way.
He would have just been like, and here's another twist, because I'm a fan of the show.
What if we give you $100 to do this?
So he introduces Jimmy Beast as the biggest chaos in the game.
Jimmy Mr. Beast, as he is commonly known.
He does say, I brought a briefcase, which was very funny. Then he asks him to tease the chaos, so he turns the briefcase around, and can you believe it? It's a super beware advantage.
Whoa.
Those 3 words in that order, doesn't that instill fear in you?
They should have called it a beastware advantage.
Bro, like, what the fuck, Jeff?
It's right
Come on.
there.
It's right there. So, at the immunity challenge, that comes immediately after they have to balance a ball on a bow and standing on a beam. I like this one. This one's always a good one. This one's fun.
Yeah, solid individual challenge.
Solid as a bow. Okay. It comes down to the Toronto International Film Festival and Ozzy. So, of course, Jeff gets to mention Boston Rob's record once again. A lot of Boston Rob mentions for a guy who's not on this season.
Yeah, I don't see him here.
But he's always there in our hearts.
That's right. Our favorite guy, the best to ever do it.
Yeah. The best to ever win this challenge was the Toronto International Film Festival. So that's pretty exciting, huh?
Yeah, very. It was nice to see her win.
What do you think was the most recent Toronto International Film Festival winner? Don't they do like a prize every year?
Do they do it every year?
I assume they do. We probably should have looked this up before we nicknamed her.
I'm gonna say
all those years
Nirvana,
ago.
the band, the show, the movie is the most recent winner.
Okay, 2025. Let's see. Oh, it was the 50th anniversary, just like Survivor. Opening film, John Candy, I Like Me by Colin Hanks. Great.
Uh-huh.
Closing film, Peak Everything by Anne Amond. Awards. The People's Choice Award went to, I guess that's the main award, Hamnet.
Uh-huh.
So congrats to
Wow,
that
people are
one.
fucking dumb. That's what I get from that.
Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie won People's Choice Award Midnight Madness. Whatever
Good.
that is. Blue Heron won Best Canadian Discovery. I don't know what that is. Well, good for them, I guess. Oh, Alex Winter had a show there. Or a movie.
He's Canadian.
For him. Oh, that makes sense. He's 60 years old, just like Jeff Probst, probably. Okay, so that's what's happening on the Toronto International Film Festival. Can't wait to see what this year's winner is. Hamnet 2. Who did Hamlet 2?
Was it Steve Coogan?
Steve Coogan. They should do Hamnet 2 with Steve Coogan.
I agree.
Fun.
I agree with
so-
the very coherent sentence that you just said.
Thank you. Jeff says everyone thinks they've got what it takes to be sole survivor from their couch. And then he tells us to apply. Are you going to do it?
No, I don't think so.
One
Not
of these
falling
days.
for that.
Back at camp, everyone reads their letters. Ozzy calls it a big risk. Of course, he doesn't know it at the time, but the risk here is, correct me if I'm wrong, doubling the prize money or losing Devins, right?
Yes, it is. And also doubling the prize money and Devins gets immunity idol. That was the...
That's okay. That is
So
chaotic.
there was an actual individual incentive beyond obviously wanting the $2 million.
Yeah. Aubrey.
It is crazy that they haven't upped. I know that like 1 million is a very nice like round number, but it is really funny that it's still $1 million, which like, of course, anybody's going to want that. But $1 million today versus 2000 is a big difference.
Yeah, it's like half as valuable as it was basically.
Yeah.
26 years ago, whatever.
But if you're going to do a $2 million season, like it makes sense for it to be this one.
Yeah. It kind of feels like they should have introduced it at Winners at War and then just kept it. Felt like the appropriate time to do it. But then we wouldn't get Mr. Beast, Jimmy Beast.
No, that we wouldn't get Jimmy Mr. Beast, which would be
So
terrible.
Cerie is especially touched by her father's letter. Aubrey talks about being softer now that she's a mom. And it is Mother's Day season. And then we get a flashback to the Co-Wrong finale where she famously lost to Mother Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle was mother.
Michelle was mother, and now
She's
Aubrey
serving.
is real life mother and is trying
She
to
was-
be mother on Survivor.
When
again.
you saw that that final tribal, would you say that she left any crumbs?
I would say Michelle ate at that tribal council, but not the chicken that Ty brought. Remember?
Oh yes, of course.
Mark. That was the chicken's name.
Do you know how, by the
Cole-
way, I didn't mention this when we were talking about the auction. Do you know how devastated I would be if I was a part of
Devastated?
that? That would be how devastated I would be if I was a part of that. Double chaos thing, and I had to eat the sea slug, and somebody else got fried chicken, which is the thing I would probably most want out of an auction. It would kill me.
That is fair. That fried chicken did look delicious. Might have some fried chicken for lunch, if you know what I mean. I mean exactly what I said.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so Jonathan calls Devins a smoke screen and wants to target Ozzy instead.
He calls him a smoke show.
I mean, who are you talking about? God, who were we saying was so hot earlier? Rihanna.
Yes. Of course.
Rihanna is mother. Rihanna is mother and also a real life mother, so she is both.
It's true.
Good for her. Thinking a lot about moms with Mother's Day coming up, you know?
Sure.
Okay, Jonathan tells Stephanie and Ozzy that Ozzy said her name, which gets her on board to target Ozzy. I love how easy it was to just lie about this for Jonathan. The honor and integrity alliance lives on. Okay, so Emily is on board to vote for Devins again. Jonathan talks to Joe about taking out Ozzy. Then Joe tells Sari, who, of course, locks in. Man, the closer we get to the end, the more I'm anxious about how Sari's going to lose this game.
Yeah, it's like...
Like, what kind of shit are they going to pull?
Yeah, there's so much bullshit happening. It's like she just always seems to end up on the wrong side of that. So I really hope that doesn't happen this time.
I mean, fingers crossed. She's been able to skate through this far. Okay, so Steph tells Sari and the Toronto International Film Festival that Emily and Devins are the targets, which Sari knows is a lie. Sari is on it, man.
Sari is on it.
Ozzy talks to Jonathan about taking out Stephanie, and then Stephanie frantically targets Sari.
It's crazy that this is like the first time since the first tribal council that anyone has targeted Sari.
Yeah, that's a good point. Devins, meanwhile, targets Rizgod, because why not?
Yeah, go for it.
Man.
I think that's reasonably smart.
The episode
this
needs
guy
a
does have an idol.
Yeah. Everyone seems to be the target at some point. I do love when this happens. It makes the show fun to watch. Jeff Probst.
Were you like, oh boy, I hope we get a live tribal out of this one?
I sure was. That's what I'm always hoping for.
These guys they don't know what they're doing.
I just remember a time on the show when there was a lot of downtime at the camp, so they would do all of their talking at camp.
Yes.
And that was fun for me, a viewer of the show, who's been viewing the show since season 1, Jeff Probst. Okay, Jonathan at one point says the target is Tiffany. Excuse me.
Would you say that you were down
since
day one-ish?
Yeah, I'm always saying shit like that. I'm always saying ish like that.
Yeah.
That's got to be one of the funniest censor words.
Yeah. Ish.
I remember hearing that on the radio, in like middle school or whatever, and being like,
yeah.
Why are they doing that?
Listening to the Stan. Do you remember the Stan radio edit music video one where like none of the words are in it?
That's really funny. Do you remember
that's my girl? I get Slim.
Do you remember the Dido song? I will go down with this ship.
Of course. You also, I know where you're going with this.
My friend and I always thought she was saying down with this shit.
Yes.
Which is very funny. Of course she's not saying that. They played it on the radio, but it sure did sound like it.
It did, yeah.
So that's a fun time.
Well, Dido, of course, was on the song Stan, so, she's been in
she's got a lot of experience
before.
With that. Yeah. No swearing on the show Survivor, except for sometimes, but they bleep it out. Jonathan at one point says the target is the Toronto International Film Festival. I know the joke is that it's a long nickname, but sometimes I get tripped up. What'd you say?
I said, excuse you.
Thank you. The target is the Toronto International Film Festival when he meant Stephanie. Oh, that's why I wrote Tiffany, not Tiff. So this is why we call her the Toronto International Film Festival. See, I gotta just trust my own notes. He says Tiffany instead of Stephanie. That's why we call her Toronto International Film Festival. This is what happens. I try to write out bits while I'm doing my notes, and then I get confused when I read them back. So I think new month, new resolution. I'm not going to write bits in the notes anymore.
Wow. You're going to stand.
Just like Eminem.
He's taking a stand.
In the hands of the stands. Okay, do you want to talk about these wildlife shots?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. We've got bats, of course. Even some birds maybe were in those trees. I've got to assume one of them was your son rolling the bat. Any updates from the man?
He's out there living his life, and I'm very proud of him.
And he seems so popular. We also got the popular golden silk orb weavers, golden orb weavers, giant wood spiders, or banana spiders. They're also called. We've talked about these guys in the past, but it's been a while. The Greek name is Nephila. What does that mean?
Probably something involving death.
Incorrect. That's necrophilia. Now, is that what that necromancy? Whatever. Anyway, Nephila means fond of spinning.
Oh, that's nice. I think they are
It's
pretty fond of spinning, so.
Yeah, well, that's why they got that name. They're a reddish to greenish yellow with striped legs spider. How big are their bodies, not including the legs?
How big are their bodies?
I'm not giving you any hints. There's only so many numbers.
Well, I'm gonna say I think they're like bigger spiders, aren't they?
Sure.
Okay. I'll say like they're half an inch.
Try 2 to 4 times harder. I think.
Okay. So like 1 to 2 inches. I almost said 1 inch and then I chickened out.
Yeah, 1 to 2 inches generally. Where can they be found?
Probably in the, I don't know, like say Oceania. I like saying that because it's usually right.
Oceania is correct, as well as Asia, Africa, and the Americas. There, of course,
I think they're like everywhere, right?
yeah, there's many a species of these guys. How do they spread between these continents?
Did they like come on ships or something? Like, did they come with people?
No, actually. They will float on the wind
Ah, okay.
when they're just little spiderlings. Yeah, so maybe they'll end up on ships and people, but who knows?
They're like
How big?
they're like the water hyacinth. They're just floating around there.
Good callback to go wrong.
Speaking of go wrong, yeah.
Yeah. How big and what color are their webs?
They're pretty big, and I bet they're white.
They are up to 5 feet wide, and they are golden in the sunlight. They create golden silk. What do they eat?
I think that they eat probably insects.
Yeah, usually insects, but on occasion they might catch a small bird or a bat. And what preys on them?
Birds.
Almost nothing, but yes, occasionally a bird or a wasp will get one of the smaller juveniles. And how are they with humans?
I think they probably run away from humans. I think
They will
spiders
generally,
tend to avoid humans.
yes, they usually run away, but they will, on occasion, use human structures to begin their webs.
Oh,
And
that's
might also
nice.
repel pests for us, so that's nice. Are their bites or venom harmful in any way to us
Yes.
humans?
I believe they
No.
are. No, they're
They are
not.
not.
Okay.
They are pretty harmless to us humans, other than, a general bug bite. Pretty effective on everything else, though. Sounds like.
Yeah.
Where do they rank?
I'm going to say least concern since they're everywhere.
Yeah, correct. Okay, so at Tribal Council, Jeff talks about Jimmy Beast.
Jimmy Mr. Beast.
Joe says, "Don't worry about it. There's too much to think about." Let's go to the dice.
Joe was like, don't think too much. It might not come out right.
I did not vote for her. I did not vote for her. I did
It's
not.
bullshit.
Oh, hi, Jeff. Devins talks about all the different targets and publicly targets Stephanie, Jonathor, and Joe.
Wow.
Stephanie tries to defend
Targets
herself.
Jonah Steph.
Jonah Steph. Do you mind explaining that further?
It's got Joe, Jonathan, and Steph in there.
Like the Sir Wizard of Oz
Yeah,
alliance?
it's exactly like that. No, sorry. I think you're thinking of Cerise, Wizard of
Cerise,
Oz.
Wizard of Oz, of course. So Stephanie tries to defend herself. As Devin said, methinks she doth protest too much.
Oh,
Pretty good. Then Jeff says, wow, so much has happened thanks to the presence of Mr. Beast.
Jimmy Mr. Beast is here. Thank you so much to you, Jimmy Mr. Beast.
And then he gives a long monologue about how they're all feeling anxious and uncertain because of the chaos that Mr. Beast has brought. Did he? Or was this just normal Survivor players playing Survivor? Like, how much did the Mr. Beast thing influence how people were voting? It seemed like not much
Yeah,
from what I saw.
it didn't, but I mean, they gotta plug their stupid bullshit.
Jimmy Beast, they might as well call him Jimmy Fan of the show. He comes in and reveals the Super Beware Advantage is a coin that doubles the prize money. And RizGuide goes, oh, it's heads or tails.
Yep.
It's like when they were doing the prisoner's dilemmas all the time. And everyone would go, ooh, it's the prisoner's dilemma. But I don't know, is heads or tails an easier or a harder game than the prisoner's dilemma, do you think?
I will say probably easier.
Because
It doesn't really require skill.
The person who flips the coin is also immune that night and gets an additional immunity idol. And then they all talk about whether or not to let Devins flip the coin.
This is like so perfect for Devins because it is like he can't resist. This is like exactly what he loves.
Of course. So everybody applauds Jimmy Beast for being a genius.
Yeah, but is the amount of glazing for Mr. Beast was just like, I did appreciate that Rizzo was like, I don't really watch any of his stuff, but like my brother likes him, so.
Yeah, that's fair. Then then Devins flips the coin, and it falls on the ground and no one can see it. Do they not want to like set up a table to do this on or something?
No.
That's like well lit and the cameras are on it. Anyway, Jeff says he wants to marinate on what just happened and then asks us, what just happened?
Jeff said, hey, what happened to him?
Jeff, you were there.
No, he wants to marinate on it.
And then Jeff goes, what's remarkable is we're right back to where we started. Yeah, almost like this whole thing was unnecessary.
Yeah, it was stupid.
But,
these great moments that we're getting thanks to Mr. Beast, thanks to Jimmy Mr. Beast.
Thanks to Jimmy Mr. Beast. All praise to Mr. Beast. It didn't fuck up the game too much. There's a live tribal council, everybody's favorite thing. Stephanie plays her steal a vote on Devins. Always a smart move to play your steal a vote. Aubrey gets the 2 votes from her steal a vote. Stephanie, and then Stephanie gets the rest of the votes. Great. Pretty good stuff, huh?
Love it.
Okay.
They should have had Jon Lovett back for the season.
Oh, they should have had Jon.
Because that's how I was feeling about this.
Jon Lovett is mother.
Yeah, I'm always saying that. Jon Lovett is mother.
Okay, so last week you had 32 points. I had 36 points. Oh, I was ahead. That's pretty exciting, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, and you said Emily would survive. I said Aubrey would survive. Both of us got a point for that. That was, of course, the only points we would have won. But I took liberty to give us each a point for each thing they got at the auction. So Jonathan got veggies and dip, fried chicken and mashed potatoes, PB&J sandwich, and a letter from home. So that's 4 points for you. Aubrey got chocolate chip cookies and milk, mac and cheese, and a letter from home. So that's only 3 points for me. So the total score is now 37 for you and 40 for me, cracking the big 4-0.
Wow, wow. Lordy, lordy.
Mhm. Okay, so who's winning the next reward challenge?
I'll say Tiff is going to.
I would love to see that. I'll say Joe. And what shall that next reward challenge be?
Well, they didn't have any Feastables this time, so that was a little disappointing.
The reward is leftover Feastables. We meant to give it to you last week.
These are the ones that they had to pull from stores because they had mold in them.
New flavor, moldy
Yeah,
Feastables.
Your chaos one is the recalled Feastables. Let me see what they use so many of them this time. They haven't done pizza yet, have they? There's no pizza there
I
either.
don't think they have done pizza yet.
Yeah, I'll say pizza.
Okay, that's fair. I'm going to say steak.
Okay.
Who's winning immunity?
I'm gonna say Ozzy's gonna win immunity.
You know what? I'm also going to say Ozzy. Like, they wouldn't be pushing it this much. Him beating the record if he wasn't going to do it, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, who's getting voted out? It's getting down to the wire.
It really is. It's tough to say at this point. I'm gonna say Emily is gonna get voted off.
That's so funny because that's who I said last week. I'm going to go with Devins.
Okay. So the idol is not gonna. He's gonna hold on to it for too long. I can see that happening.
Well, in the preview, Emily said, "I bet I can get him to play it for me." So, and is Emily ever wrong in this game?
No, she's never been wrong.
All right, so that's the predictions for next week. But this week, we saw the return of the classic Survivor auction. So, Thomas, can you tell us the name of this week's Quobst quiz?
So nasty that it's probably somewhat of a travesty having me. Then he told the people you can call me your majesty.
Are you good enough at estimating to make money at this storage auction? One person's junk is another person's payday. This is by Audrey Engelson of BuzzFeed staff. This is from January 11th, 2020. Just like the XFL, things were going great. What was around the corner? Who knows?
Early 2020 is one of the best times in human history. I think we could all agree. Okay, 6 storage units below are up for auction. Evaluate the units and place your bid. Bid too low and you'll be outbid, but bid too high and you won't profit off the unit. The optimal bid will be revealed after you answer. Try to bid within $125 of the optimal bid to turn a profit. And my question is, BuzzFeed, do we get this money in real life? Because I would appreciate that.
Good question. I would like some money.
Okay, unit number 246B. What's your bid? Let's see. We've got several boxes. We've got a laundry basket of unfolded laundry. Looks like a big TV and a kayak. What's a kayak? Like $800?
Yeah, that's the question.
The TV looks solid, so I'm going to say...
Doesn't have a crack in it, though. That's a big part of it.
Ooh, that's a good question, because we are not seeing the whole thing. Oh, and it's only up to 1,000 max. Okay, so I won't bid above 1,000. I would have. TVs are pretty cheap these days, actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That laundry's probably not worth anything either. I'm going to say $300 on this one.
I'm going to say $739. That's just where the cursor ended up. Ooh, $675. Value of unit, $875. That kayak and TV will fetch you a good price. When you opened the boxes in the back, they were just old clothes. The box in the front was a brand new camping gear, though. Score. Okay. So do I get money for that? Okay, unit 1130. What's your bid? We've got skis. We've got some dusty pillows,
A
safe, and a speaker.
Like a
and
big
another
speaker.
box.
I'm going to say $550 for this.
That speaker does look expensive.
I bet they're going to do a bait and switch where they're like, there's nothing in the safe.
Yeah, that's funny. That's a good call. I'm gonna go $450. $456. Close enough. Okay. So it's a $215. Value of unit $215. You'll get a fair price for the skis, but the stereo speaker doesn't work. Well, that's on us. And the safe had personal documents that you decided to shred. However, you discovered that the box in the front has refurbished laptop parts, which you'll probably be able to get a cool $100 from. Okay, well, fucked up on that one. Okay, 924, what's your bid? We've got a couch, we've got a typewriter, 4 boxes, and more fucking laundry.
Looks like, yeah, some blankets or something like that. That couch doesn't look like it's worth very much. I'm going to say $200.
I'll say 201.
You know what? I'll go 250 because I think that typewriter might be worth something, but
I'm going to go 251.
that is not a really nice couch. Get out of here.
If it weren't a really nice couch, they would just leave it to the alley. Okay, so it was actually apparently a pretty nice couch because the value of unit, $645. That's just a really nice couch. And that typewriter is an antique. The rest is junk, honestly. Didn't consider the antiqueness of the typewriter.
I don't know. That does not look like a nice couch. I don't know what we're talking about here.
Take it up with Audrey Billangville's son. Unit 414A, what's your bid? We've got a potted tree, obviously fake. We've got a foosball table. We've got plenty of dishes, a couple of old trunks, and a bunch of old books. We can see everything in this one, so that's good. Well, except for what's in the trunk, but those are antiques again. I bet. I'm going to 725.
Okay. I'm going to say 600.
All right. Fuck. I was so close. Value of unit, $1,025. It didn't even give us up to $1,025. Whatever. Those antique trunks will go for a couple of $100. The foosball table is in great condition. This is a nice haul. And what's your bid on this one? We've got a TV lopsided on its fucking head. A bunch of the same books from before. Some dishes behind the TV and more boxes that probably have nothing in it.
TV doesn't look like it's in great condition. I'm going to say $300.
I'm going to say $152. $875 was the what it suggested. The value of the unit was $1,200. The TV is busted. I mean, look at it. It's on its side. The boxes are full of clothes, but that open box of books is full of first editions. Jackpot. Okay, so they lied to us.
Yeah, this whole thing is just about lying.
Quiz should play Survivor. Unit 305, what's your bid? It's just a safe. $1, Bob.
This is either going to be 0 or it's going to be like, oh, there's like gold Krugerrands in there or some bullshit.
Shit. Oh, but okay.
I'm gonna bet 750 on this. If you're going low, I'm going high.
I can't get it to exactly $1, but I'm gonna go as low as I can, which is $2. Okay. Value of unit $600. You opened the safe and it was collectible coins. A quick search on eBay revealed the collection of coins you picked up was worth a little bit more than a pretty penny. Okay, I'm done. Did I make any money?
I lost all my money. 0 out of 6 correct.
I got 1 out of 6 correct. You scored better than 59% of all other quiz takers. You seriously have to get better at estimating if you're ever going to make it in the world of storage auctions. To be honest, BuzzFeed, I doubt that I'll ever do that. Because to be fair, this shit was kind of boring. I thought it'd be fun.
I didn't like it. There's a what do you think down there, and I just voted fail.
No, there were no I don't know or care options, which is
who cares should be an option.
The show's on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed there, it's the Compassionate Haters Survivor podcast. Do it for the algorithm. What can people comment on YouTube?
Ha ha ha, very funny smiley face, or just smiley face.
That's great. Thank you to everybody who does that. Do you recall what our last week's poll was?
I don't.
Where should the next season of Survivor take place? Fiji or Saudi Arabia?
Oh, right. I forgot about that. What do people think?
Well, how would you vote, Thomas?
I'd probably vote Fiji over Saudi Arabia personally.
You would be in the minority because 100% of people said Saudi Arabia.
Wow.
Of course, this week's poll, we said, is Jonathan more like Lex Luger or Lex Luthor?
Yep.
And I did write down LLLL, and I had to spend the last 20 minutes trying to remember if we were talking about LL Cool J or not at any point. But no, it was a different LL. You can vote at that at youtube.com/@officialhatersurvivorpodcast. If you want to hear more of my Survivor takes, check out Rome's Reality Pod every week with Rome from Survivor 47. That's also on YouTube. And Thomas, what is your social media?
You can follow me at tom.tom.beastguy.social or at tom.tom.next everything at formerly known as Twitter.
Nice. We also have your shows on Patreon where you can give us some money. You can find that at patreon.com/justpodcast. Anyone you want to shout out there?
Good question.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How about just Joey?
Sure. It's a
Classics.
classic. Only $10,000 a month, and I know at least one of you got to have that money.
It's true.
And that would really do a lot for us. To millennials trying to make it in this bad, bad world of Survivor and storage auctions. $500 from Jeff Probst. Wouldn't that be nice? Imagine opening your mail one day and it was just a check for $500 for Jeff Probst.
From
Just
Jeff,
like, hey,
courtesy
thanks
of
for being
Jeff.
such a nice
just
guy.
says, don't spend it all in one place.
Did you want to thank the fans?
I would like to thank the listeners, commenters, and subscribers. Thank you for listening, commenting, and subscribing.
Wonderful. And write a review if they wanted to do that.
This is my favorite podcast. I like it better than all the other podcasts. I give it a big thumbs up.
Good stuff. And we will be back, of course, next week with the next episode of Survivor 50 in the hands of the fans. Didn't talk about him a lot this week, but we got to say, before the year's over, Yod's coach, have a great summer.
Yep. Deuces, Yazzie, all that good stuff.
Yazzie and also other Z and Coach. And Sari, to be honest, too. She's
Coach
having
C.
a good year, too.
Man, it's a shame that Ozzy and Coach have never been in an alliance together because they could be the Coach Z alliance.
Bring it back. We got to run it back. Survivor Deception La La Land 3. Somebody in the game yesterday said, oh, we got to play another 24. I said, 24? Bro.
Another 24 hours.
Exactly. That's how long these fucking games
I want to
are
be
these
sedated.
days. Yeah, remember? From that song? Nirvana.
Bam, 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 bam.
Is that Nirvana or the Ramones?
I want to be sedated.
Or is that
Does
somebody
that sound
else?
like Nirvana to you?
Not when you do it like that.
Bam, 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 bam. I want to be sedated.
There you go. There's some Kurt
Who does that sound like
Cobain.
to you?
That
Who does
sounds,
that sound like to you?
that sounds like my man, Kurt Cobain.
Well, you're wrong. It's Joey Ramone.
Okay, so I was right. It was the Ramones.
No, you did. You were like, is that Nirvana or is it the Ramones? And then I said, who do you think it is? You said, oh, that's Nirvana.
Well, yeah, when you did it in the Nirvana voice.
No, that's the end of the song when he slows down.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I haven't listened to Sedated by the Ramones in a long time. I thought
It's
maybe
I Wanna Be
Nirvana covered
Sedated.
it or something.
You don't know fucking anything.
I know everything.
Yeah, he did cover a lot of songs on the.
He did cover a lot of songs.
the Unplugged on the MTV Unplugged.
Let's see if they ever did it. I'm gonna ask.
But he
the
was
dude
covering
there.
like Meat Puppets and David Bowie.
Yeah, not lame guys like the Ramones.
Yeah, not stupid fucking posers like the Ramones.
And they're actually called Ramones, not the Ramones. They're like Black Eyed
That's like a
Peas.
classic Pixies thing, where it doesn't really matter either way, but it's fun to be like, it's just Pixies. They
I
drop the thoughts clear.
I want to start. I like to call every band the whatever. That's why I like the so much. That's like, you guys get it.
They know.
But like the AC/DC, funny. It's like nobody's gonna correct you on that, but they are gonna go.
Yeah.
Do you mean? Never mind. It's not important.
Yeah, it's not worth having a conversation about.
For a long time, I wasn't sure if it was Yeah Yeah Yeahs or the Yeah Yeah Yeahs.
I think it is just Yeah Yeah Yeahs, right?
Technically, yeah, but yeah, yeah. I feel like most people are gonna know who you're talking about if you say the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. Do you mean Yeah Yeah Yeahs? Yeah.
They should do a cover of the Yeah 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 song by the Flaming Lips, so you could be like, did you hear that Yeah Yeah Yeah's cover of the Yeah 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 song?
That'd be so good. Karen O, I know you're a listener. Get on it.
Smarten up, Quobst.
One guy, big Mo, two guys, little bitty Mo, three guys, four-eyed Mo, four guys, no Mo, five guys, eat Mo, five little guys named Mo.
Would you like to remember five guys?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it to it. My blew it. I don't know what that means.
Get right back to it. Call me Waxahachie featuring MJ Lenderman.
There we go. Okay, our first guy from Survivor, sports news or pop culture, in which is there a theme? Can you find the theme? It's Blake Griffin.
Okay. Blake Griffin, familiar from his comedy work with Joe Mandy. I think he also played a little bit of basketball for the... let's see if I can get all the teams, because he hopped around a little bit at the end after he blew his knee out. So obviously the Clippers and then the Pistons.
Yep.
I will say, by the way, Pistons fans were fucking weird about Blake Griffin after he blew his knee out and wanted to leave because the team sucked. And they like booed him when he came back. Fucking ridiculous. Unbelievable that people did that. And it's so unappreciative of how good he was when he was healthy with the Pistons. And then he played on a bum knee in the playoffs, which he did not have to do. So, like, respect to Blake Griffin. I have very fond memories of his time as a Piston. Anyway, after the Pistons, I believe he was a New Jersey Net. And I guess Brooklyn Net, but they'll always be the New Jersey Nets to me. But
yeah.
believe he was a Brooklyn Net and a Boston Celtic.
You got it.
I was gonna say I felt like maybe there was another one, but I think that's it.
Our second guy is Quincy Jones.
Oh, Quincy. Of course, the producer, musician. Producer of Thriller, I believe, Quincy Jones. And I think he maybe also did Off the Wall, but yeah, he's it's a Body Heat by him. There's a How Do You Want It by Tupac samples that, and it's a great fucking rap sample. Anyway, yeah, father of Rashida Jones.
Famously.
Yeah. And I think that wasn't there a joke in the Arrested Development episode where Job had the solid as a rock model, where she kept saying that she was like in a relationship with, it was, what's her name from Mad TV, but she kept implying that she was in a relationship with Quincy Jones.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, our third guy is Philip Scooby Wright.
Scooby Wright, I believe, was he an NFL player? Was he like a defensive back?
Linebacker.
He was a linebacker, okay.
Do you remember his teams?
No. The thing with the NFL is there's guys like this that are on rosters where, like, you hear about them, and I'm sure he's played for a bunch of different teams. I have no fucking memory of any of the teams he was on. I don't know that he was ever a starter.
Starting in 2016, he played for the Cleveland Browns.
Sure.
Then went to the Arizona Cardinals in 2017. No notes on 2018. And then he played for a team called the Arizona Hotshots.
Yes.
Was that was 2019. Then also in 2019, he was on the practice squad only of the New England Patriots.
See, this is a classic type of guy in the NFL where it's like you make a roster a couple times, you float around, occasionally you get on somebody's practice squad. Like, there's a lot of guys like this.
The Patriots were not his final team. He did then go on in 2020 to play for the DC Defenders.
Yep. In the XFL, I believe.
Is that the team they were? Okay. And he finished out his career with the Birmingham Stallions.
Okay. I want to say that's probably UFL? I'm trying to remember. It's whatever the one that the Michigan Panthers were in.
AFL? Is that still a thing?
I don't know, man. There's been a lot of spring football leagues they've tried to make work. The only time that it ever really worked for me was that like 2020 edition of the XFL, and then it got shut down because COVID happened, and it was a bummer. I was actually really enjoying it.
Yeah, that's too bad. I agree. I think we need more football in our lives as sports fans. Okay, our fourth guy is Nile Rodgers.
Oh, my guy, Nile Rodgers. Of course, member of Chic. And one of my favorite guitarists ever, and one of the best music producers ever. Yeah. He produced Let's Dance. He produced the Diana Ross album that's got I'm Coming. I think the album is called I'm Coming Out, but it's got that and Upside Down. And he produced a bunch of Madonna singles, I think. Yeah, he's had his fingerprints on a lot of stuff. And of course, he's on Get Lucky, and he is on what the fuck is that Beyonce song?
Yeah, from one of those albums.
It's the best song on that album. I should know what it's called, but
I just read this yesterday. I didn't write it down though. But yeah, he was on one of those recent albums. Can you do more of it? Damn it.
I'm going to look this up. This is going to bother me if I...
as you're looking that up, I will update you.
It's Cuff It.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a fun song. The Arena Football League did cease in 2019.
Okay. That's much later than I would have expected.
I know. R.I.P. to a fun league. Okay, our fifth and final guy is Velma Abbott.
Velma Abbott?
Yeah, Velma Abbott.
I don't know who that is. Because I know Velma Dinkley.
Velma Abbott played second and third base for the Kenosha Comets in 1946, the Peoria Red Wings in 1946, the Rockford Peaches in 1946. Then she went on to the Fort Wayne Daisies in 47.
Was she on the League of Their Own team?
I think that came out in the 90s, and she played in the 40s, so probably not. I feel like she might be a little too old at that point.
That was definitely a time that your name could be Velma.
She played for the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League, the AAGPBL. She was listed at 5'2" and 110 pounds. That was in her Wikipedia article. None of these other people's Wikipedia article listed their height and weight. But Velma Abbott, they did. So yeah, what do these people all have in common? You got close earlier. You mentioned something.
I got close earlier when I mentioned something.
You got close earlier when you mentioned something. So you don't know Velma Abbott, but
I know Velma Dinkley. Oh, these are all people that have the same names as Scooby-Doo characters? Is that what it is?
That's right. Daphne Blake, Fred Jones, Scooby-Doo, Norville Rogers, and yeah, Velma Dinkley, obviously. And you might be asking, why Scooby-Doo for Five Guys this week? And I say, why not?
Why not? I don't need a reason.
Yeah. Sometimes you just remember Scooby-Doo exists and you read a lot about Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. Anytime that Scooby-Doo gets brought up, I'm obligated to mention, I don't even know where you can watch it right now, but Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, good show. Surprisingly funny.
I think I'm like halfway through the second season, probably. Last I watched it, I think we were watching it on Netflix. But yeah, very
Yeah.
fun show.
The Fred in that is Fred is normally like kind of a boring character in Scooby-Doo, and Fred is the star of that show.
Do you think you would watch a movie with these five guys playing the parts of all of their prototypes?
Probably not, but
namesakes?
probably not, but I will say I think that Blake Griffin is like a pretty decent comedic actor from his commercial work. So.
I would absolutely watch a Scooby-Doo movie where Blake Griffin has a cameo as Daphne Blake's like long-lost brother or something.
Yeah.
That would be such a funny bit.
Somebody needs. I mean, he's not hurting for work right now because he's doing studio stuff for for the Amazon broadcasts of basketball.
Oh, sure.
And like he has all those Wayfair commercials he's doing, but like somebody needs to get Blake
commercials.
Griffin in like a comedy. Like give him some real acting work.
Yeah, he needs like a John Cena in that Amy Schumer movie kind of.
Yes, like a breakout like
vehicle.
that, where that was the point where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, John Cena's actually very funny and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, we actually like John Cena now. John Cena good now.
John Cena good now, and then John Cena bad, but he's good now again.
He's good now again. I just watched the video. It was the 15-year anniversary of him announcing Osama bin Laden's death at Raw
Oh my
or whatever.
God. Been
was so
compromised to
good.
a permanent end.
I showed it to Ariel, and she's like, "What is this?" And then he says his name, and she just rolls her eyes.
It's no the phrase compromised to a permanent end. Like he's given me so much just by
It's
using
so
that
funny.
because it's something I use a lot.
It's such a good line. Like that's why he's the GOAT. All right, we want to talk about Survivor.
Yeah, let's do
I
it.
forgot that's what we're here to do. I was so excited talking about basketball and Scooby Doo and John Cena.
John
I
Cena,
forgot why we're here.
so all of our favorite things.
Did you just hang up on me?
No.